Hi, welcome to another one of my Trinity teachings. This is another one from the spectrum. This is lesson 3.2 on healing. Blue, if you go by that one spectrum I talked about from this book, Grimoire for the Apprentice Wizard. Okay, healing. First off, healing is not something I've done a lot of, a little bit. There's different forms of it, different names of different types of it. My friend Eric's actually the one who does the most when it comes to this, but I'm going to tell you the most I know. I might have like I guess you could call it a script of things I've written down to make sure I mention right here. So if you keep seeing me look over here, that's why. First off, there's different types of healing. There is chakra healing, which involves aligning, balancing of the 7 chakras in the energy, or 7 points of energy in the body. I will probably do another video directly on chakras later. I can name a couple. Let's see. There is the crown, which is about right here. The brow, also known as the third eye here. Heart, solar plexus, root. No, wait. Sacral and root. I think that's it. I'm close. Anyway, let's see. Then we have auroric healing, which is the cleansing of the auras. Auras are something some people can see them, some people can't. You can try to train yourself. As I talked about in my meditation video, there's a possibility of being able to see auras. If you're good at meditation, there's a really good chance you'll be able to see them. It's basically the colors that are around people, around their bodies, and that. It's a rare trait, I might add. Some can do it, some can't. It's a difficult thing to do, but if you have a clear idea on a person, you can kind of visualize the aura, the color of it. You have to know the colors, but you know what I mean. And you can cleanse it. People who are usually ill, the aura is kind of dank, if I remember correctly. As I did talk about to somebody who knows a bit about auric healing, so they gave me I guess you could call it an overview of it, but retaining it is my problem. I sure took notes. Anyway, back to where I was. But auric healing, you basically his point is basically to alter the aura, to manipulate it, to change the color back to what it needs to be. It's basically cleansing of the aura. A second. Okay, pranic healing. Sending energy, or prana, P-R-A-N-A. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that word. From the healer's body to the affected person of a patient, to stimulate and restore normal functioning. This type of healing usually involves the laying on of hands. Reiki is the Oriental version of this practice. I might add that's written down. A note I took from somewhere. Reiki is probably I believe I'm pronouncing it right. It's probably the name you heard it under. It's the most common one. It basically involves a lot of touching your body. If I remember correctly, it's the transfer of a lot of energy between the two. Like if you have an imbalance in energy, they'll absorb the excess, or if you have a lack of, they'll give you some. I've never actually had the privilege of attending a session, because there's actually in a lot of different Wiccan shops or cult supply stores. A couple times, especially if they have classes around, they will have a Reiki teacher come in sometimes, teach you it, do some on you, and from what I understand, you'll actually leave feeling pretty good a lot of times. I've never actually done it myself, as I said, and I honestly don't know anyone who does that one. So, yeah. Next one. Color healing, also known as, I probably pronounce this wrong, chromotherapy. I do believe it's correct. I'm not sure. Bathing a suffering person in colored light of certain prescribed spectral frequencies. Okay, it basically, that one kind of goes back to auric healing, but in difference. But the only difference is you can do this one differently. It is visualization, basically forcing or changing the color of someone's aura, bathing them in the color. If you go to the aura table, the colors of the auras you can probably use for this one. And, where was I? Oh, yes. Sorry, I had a brain fart. I think One way I would go about this is colored candles lit all one color would probably be the best to try to submerge somebody within a color, if you know what I'm trying to say. Oh, what else? Well, that's most I can think on that one. I'm gonna add some of these notes so I complete. Absent healing. Sending healing energy to a person who is not physically present, usually in the form of white light. That one's basically just healing from a distance. It's basically sending healing energy through the air to them. That one requires a bit of visualization, and actually can be done through a meditation purpose, which I talk about in meditation, using your body as like a antenna, as I said, to send the energy. I spoke quite a bit of that one in the meditation video, but anyway, let's see. A healing which I actually know a bit about, and this is one my friend Eric does, using different gem therapy, using different types of stones and various properties and colors which are worn on the body to attune what is that? Vibrations. So I lost my place in my notes. Anyway. Okay, this one I actually do know a bit about. It's basically using crystals and gemstones to, you lazy lay them on the body of said person, or you give them to the person. That's usually a different, depending on the stone, because different stones have different meanings. Crystals usually boost the power of any of the others. My friend Eric actually used this on my cousin one time to try to cleanse him of his issues. I'm going to leave it at that. I've seen this actually done. I might not add that in person, but I've seen some documentaries, some videos of it in the past. A description I read of one way to go about it. There were two ways on which you get to go about it, but it's basically the same thing. Though only one step really changes, and I'll go about it if I remember the steps entirely. Basically, you find the person who wants you to do it. You figure out the exact ailment or what you need to do. Then you pick the appropriate stones and that which will attune to this person. Now, then you can have it done a number of ways. You can have them like sit and hold the stones, or some people will take the stones and place them on certain parts of the body, like the certain chakra points usually. Because some of these healing methods I might add, like chakra and gem therapy, can mix together. So there's the auric and gem therapy. They mix. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. And now this one, I'm going to say, is optional. When you do this on the person you are doing this to, they do not have to be naked. I am going to stress that one, because in some things they will say, I might add, that they must be skyclad while you lay the stones on them. But that's only if someone's comfortable with that. If you do this as a profession, not everyone's going to be comfortable with that. Even if you lay a stone, like a blanket over them, or towel. And again, some will probably come home with that. Then again, some professional massagers have done that way. Only people you know, or who are very comfortable, I might add, you will be able to do that too. Otherwise, I'd suggest clothing. Only reason when my friend did it for my cousin, he did it just because, well, one, because he's an odd, very odd boy. Very odd man, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, his mental capacity of a boy. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So that was just because we knew each other well enough. It's more of a kind of a anyway, knowing each other. But I'd say suggest clothing. Anyway, but it's a good way. So you lay them wherever you want. You can do it to the auras. If the auras are misaligned and you're using stone to do that, aura points would be good. Basically, those stones are laid on the body, or the person will lay or sit, and you surround them in the stone. It's really however you want to do it. Let's see. And the last one is herbal healing, which utilizing the medical properties of plants and natural remedies. Now that one is self-explanatory. You use plants and herbs to, let's see, you can actual mixes in a bit of a, what was I? Brain fart. Oh yes, back to what it was. Sorry, I keep having brain farts. I'm really sorry. It's just, yeah. Anyway, you can make potions or teas, herbal remedies, stuff like that. Knowing the properties of a lot of elements is good. Wort cunning or potion making is actually a good skill to also know if you're going to do this, because then again, they kind of go hand in hand, because it's good to know the properties and all that of herbs, especially knowing which ones are poisonous and which ones are not before you do some of these things, just to let you know. Let's see. Other things in the healing. Okay, I think that's all I got on my notes when it comes to healing practices. So, yeah. Anyway, but healing is not something, as I said once before, you do not have to do it. But you can know about it, and the last one, herbal healing, will probably be done quite a bit by people who are into potion making. But then again, it's up to you. It's just a kind of a good thing to know about, because one thing about healing, you don't have to do it, but if you do some of it, you can learn how to read energy, see energy, transfer energy. That's actually something that's actually quite a big deal. Learning how to focus and control your energy. Meditation's a good way to do that too, and healing is a good way to read the energy and the energy of other people. So, let's see what else. Well, I would have to say that's about as much as I can say right now on that subject. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep learning, and I hope you look up more, leave comments and questions and all that like I said once before, and thank you for watching, and keep learning until next time.